Across all of Blokees, no mold has been used as much as the Galaxy version G1 style Optimus Prime mold. It was used first as Optimus, then as Shattered Glass Optimus, Ultra Magnus in Wave 3, and then Nemesis, including an altered version of the mold that was used in the Shining version, Wave 1. What has resulted is an incredible Optimus Prime mold feeling somewhat passé due to how many versions of it are out there. In spite of this, each one did find something to make them unique. Admittedly, I never thought I'd see the day in which Optimus Prime would completely outmaneuver the Seekers and become the most frequent repaint of any line, and yet there were several good options out there for Blokees. They were able to get 4 distinct characters, and more than likely when we get a 5th wave of G1 Galaxy version, there will be yet another variant of Prime somehow brought in, but that's beside the point. At the end of the day, how good is this mold? Because for many, it was the clear winner of Wave 1, and even I thought it was incredibly solid, even compared to Thundercracker and Jazz. To be certain, Wave 1 Optimus is still an incredible kit, very well designed, and so poppy. A great color scheme allows him to truly take the shine off any type of boring tedium that could come with him being yet another Optimus. That's important, because a line can live and die based on its Optimus Prime, and thankfully, this was a very good one. Optimus was very well articulated, with a ball joint at the head, a ball joint at the shoulder, a swivel and a hinge at the elbow, a ball joint at the wrist, a swivel here at the waist, a ball joint at the hip, a hinge and a swivel at the knee, and a ball joint at the foot. Unlike many of the other Autobots and Decepticons of Wave 1, Optimus wasn't impaired at all, meaning that alongside Ironhide and Ratchet, he arguably had the most range in his expressions. Small paint apps like the arrows of his forearms and even the detailing of his chest windows further helped to breathe life into this Optimus. You'll notice they even got the headlights above his roof. Truly an incredibly small detail, but a happy one to see. Wave 2 of Blokees would have included a Shattered Glass Optimus. I unfortunately don't own that figure, so we will fast forward to Wave 3, in which we got the Cab Robot Ultra Magnus. And you'll see right off the bat, one of the greatest points of difference between the two primes is they changed the details within the chest windows. Within Optimus, you have all these Cybertronian details, and within Magnus, there's a chamber for the Matrix of Leadership. That is such a great little change, but one that helps further differentiate Ultra Magnus from Optimus on top of the obviously different aesthetics. An even more welcome surprise is that Nemesis also has unique chest windows, as does Shattered Glass Optimus. Every version of this mold have that unique to them. Wonderful, a great way to truly trick your brain once again into thinking that there are big differences when really it's just small details, but small details can go a very long way. Speaking of small details, another clear point of difference is the arms. You'll notice that Magnus has a different arrow with thinner lines and then a more sharp arrow pointing down. As for their crotch pieces, even though you would think Nemesis and Magnus share a piece, no, Nemesis's crotch actually does use a different shade of blue and a different style of shape altogether. Little details, big changes. I don't know how much more often I can say that. In terms of accessories, Optimus comes with his ion blaster, a display stand, 2 gun holding hands, 2 splayed open hands, and 1 pointer finger known as the command hand. If you had gone the special variant Optimus, he would have also included his Energon axe. Magnus comes with all the accessories of the variant Optimus, including the Energon axe. And you can see that Magnus's axe is blue, unlike the orange used by Optimus. So if you have the variant Optimus, Magnus is still unique. And then there is Nemesis Prime, the 4th use of this mold, and you get the feeling that Blokees was starting to get self-conscious about things becoming too similar, because they massively changed up the accessories he came with. First, the repeats. 2 gun-holding hands, 2 splayed open hands, and the display stand. But what about the pointer hand, or the ion blaster, or the Energon axe? Leave all those at home, because he includes a red sword that both shares homages to the Prime Starsaber and Scourge's sword from RID, also known as Car Robots in Japan. The sword alone is an incredible homage, and it pays tribute to the original Black Convoy. But what if I told you they also packed in a separate reference? Twin double-barreled arm cannons. And even though they are very large in proportion to what they're homaging, the style is based off of Armada Nemesis Prime, the first character to bear the name Nemesis Prime. This is incredible, and it's a thing I adore. Even though I prefer Scourge to Nemesis, my favorite Nemesis of all time is that original Armada version. So seeing this just absolutely tickles my fancy. Generally speaking, I am not a fan of Nemesis Prime, and yet it'd be hard to argue that he isn't the best version of this mold, or at least the best version that isn't Optimus, and is easily the most distinct of them all. Blokees did something truly incredible here, and that is making me and all the other fans care about the Optimus repaints. It's been an ongoing joke in the fandom at this point that every Optimus is going to get Shattered Glass, Magnus, and Nemesis, and it's been that way for many years. And yet here, Blokees gave you a reason to want all of them.